ensem why na ususu say wo man no yemfa nhye ne nsa yentie eye wo mampanyini asem of kafa eye cathedral ho emra ensem twofo media men ebusa no na mamempeki call we na immediately no yentimi yentie eye the former president John Dramani Mahama Excellency yentie no.
I am a Christian and I belong to the Assemblies of God Church. Ordinarily, building a house of God is something that we all do. I contributed monies in my local Assemblies of God branch to build our church, and it's created an environment for us to praise and worship our God. But I don't condone stealing in the name of God. And that is what has happened in the case of this National Cathedral. It is instructive that members of the Board of Trustees, some of the members of the Board of Trustees have resigned, and they have called for a forensic audit of the National Cathedral. I'm not saying it. Members on the board believe that fraud has been perpetrated against the people of Ghana, and they are calling for a forensic audit. At the time this National Cathedral came up, it was somebody's personal commitment to God. And we are sure that public funds were not going to be used for the National Cathedral. Unfortunately, we hear that 300 and something million has gone into it. Where did those payments go? Were they justified? Who did they go to? These are all things that we have to unravel. And I think that that is the first thing we do before we even decide what to do with that huge pit. And so first, let's investigate and do a forensic audit. And if people have, illegally and unlawfully taking the monies of the people of Ghana, they must be made to refund those monies. And so that's the first thing I'll do with regards to the cathedral.
Ivan, wait ye yabam penyini cathedral no ho sensem. And they you see the most expensive pit in Ghana. Maminka will say Maminchia a lawyer Kwame OTA all the way a Kent. Na Menka also say a George Emil wano a South London a Ghana a MPP a South London youth organizer was UK for a Dr. Mahamadou Baumia was also a member. What ye a year or man paying wasem Cathedral a choir on the first beba Cathedral hon sense. What can I say?
Yeah, Dr. Ron, I think on the cathedral, I know I have a lot of conversation regarding the cathedral.
Yeah.
And I think to a larger extent, I agree with President Mahama and Semna all kind of agree because you see, and I don't want to rehash what has been said in the past regarding this whole National Cathedral. Some of us started by saying, and yet your friend is saying sensible investment. And you see, I respect the president very much when he said, he has, and I said he had made a personal promise to God, obedi president, obesi asore diamano. That's very instructive. And president know every right, say obesi sa diano without dipping his hand into the public office. And again, even at some point in time, Sir President Akuffo Addo realized, he said, men are making promise to God. Now, personally, I can't do this. We need to have a broader stakeholder engagement with the Ghanaian people to agree to a point. Okay, fine. Let us agree. Now, yes, I deal with. But Uncle Banasa, Nasa one person single-handedly because of a privileged position. I want to know, Kase, I'm holding Ghanaians at a gunpoint that we should finance the delusions of a particular president because he has made promises to God and Asafwa. It doesn't make sense. Obia what I have said in the past, said Dr. Ren, when it comes to some of these religious activities in Asafwa, these issues are personal. When we project them at the national level, they are very dangerous because you're financing Muslims to travel outside the corporate program because you cannot take a Mainsika to sponsor Muslims to travel to Mecca. Now when you're ready, I come Mecca. And I will need you obedi. You go to Mecca, you come and sit in a baby, the obedi kura winner. What sense does it make? sika na ye sponsor Muslims to go to pilgrimage. Na nsem it say yes sponsor Christians to go to Israel. Just ensem hunum nim class sem nko na ye tikoma na ye ebi na ye sa cathedral asem because I wo fa o man sika ko sika cathedral o chena Muslims eka say ye so ye per national mosque a untumi nka say wunsi again tradition kwakubo nsam ne nkrofo no soro say ye per national shrine a untumi nka say wunsi because your mind sika na ye go into some of these things. It's the reason why Anameka said we don't need to drive ourselves to that particular realm. And you see, as some President Mahama Kaya on this particular matter, and said now he was seeking to live out a software no and I'm sure I believe that every single sophobia no was aboard Wesubia in the future must be investigated and if possible prosecuted. Because you see, they cannot feign ignorance regarding this corrupt activity. Because Abraham Sikano, President Cathedral said, I'm finding some more public person, but they ought to have investigated or know the source of the money. When they realized that Sikano was being taken from the consolidated fund without parliamentary approval and Ghanaians knowing, at that point, they didn't do anything. They sat on the board. And that is when one after the other, you saw them resigning from the board. And in America said they were all cowards because you don't run away from Tennessee. So when you're part of it. When we activated this conversation, I remember, Dr. Ren, go back to 2020, 2021. We had this conversation and I told you, I am so much disappointed in our software or more allow themselves to be driven into this particular venture. Because you see, if you go to church, now we're in a pulpit, now we have a number of people in the church. You see desperation, you see poverty, you see disease, you see young people who are frustrated, you see a whole lot of stuff. And once all your software now a privileged positioner, use your voice, advocate for better things for these young people. Speak sense to government because you have the opportunity to interact.
Jinaso mame. Na me fa 1 or 2 call be. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Yes, yetonka.
Hello, Dad.
Yes, Joe, yetonka. Yes.
Me what's me?
Yes, yetonka sisia. Peja voice kakra.
Yeah, medawasi for the opportunity there. So, Sisi,
yes, Sisi, Koso.
Yeah, I am Amendawasi, Namintia also, Namintia Ivan, so, Chiana Mami. And Mamendawasi once again for opportunity. I was with their mind and say, and see, Metre Adrian will radio. So, Doctor, it is important to say, and what former President John Dramani Mahama ye and Yebebona Baso. Because in as much as say open opportunity to come and lead us again, once again we're demonstrating leadership. Once again, we're demonstrating say the steps to transparency, any accountability na yesheno or no already no, even in opposition, he is providing those avenues for us. Because if there is anyone as a journalist for a question a president and Dr. Baumia. But omumpona omaji esikedi full plane and these in whom 77 they don't avail themselves for questioning and for public scrutiny. It is important here about former President Mahama Basso for availing himself for scrutiny. Mijidi said no obi o won sem bia any opportunity to act. From galamsey to social intervention to whatever. And the man did justice to all these things. You best MP before. Ye na ye minor ye chichiri or minor yebu. Yes, they should call Dr. Baumia to order and tell him to also face the journalists and come and tell us why the CD is depreciating.
Yo, wait there, MP before Mutien so ebe phrases here. When you kasa idea, me sure say South London MPP George me so ewa humane so.
It is not about South London. Ye pomu leadership need to come. Nana Akuffo Addo any Dr. Baumia mbra mechire Ghana for the biomdi esika na diafa. Em say no, ye papa John Mahama or can send be doctor. What would you are a journalist yourself, so you listened and you saw. The alternative na can say obisi yes scary. And last time I told you it is scary because people will go to jail, and that is why it is scary for them. Because of say, Uncle Galam say in our service, what Dr. Ren, what your office, what abuse you the powers of your office, I call employ this Uncle Galam say no. One I see a two, what DC now, we ye Galam say no, one I see a two. What in a 1 month or minor essay. A banner say Uncle Fa, your friend is saying, Akoi, Sacro, new guy, or tongue forest man, who in the bush. Sir John, the only idea, papa or your friend is saying, Sir John, your friend is saying, Sir John, wouldn't say Nkrumah there for panning in.
Oh, Sakra will know the and I come or Jaisa.
Master Jai, and I come a banner or yes, Sir John, you. A tongue gun or
a quine in the a quine in the engine, then Mumu Casse, the dino I will see man and my many years.
Maybe I may can say, you're funny funukran in a back. Now you be buna, you be cock two funu as a 9 years, yes, much one is ye or you be cock two. Eddie above baby no question. Why ya what tongue gun and sassy the galam say ye cast uncle share uncle bones are sending home by. And no, na ye papa John Mahama canon. Into doctor.
And yet Galam said the Ashanti regional minister won also what tears him away be.
Oh, yeah, then
Galam say, you know.
Oh, yeah, Galam say, if you are or bo home or bo and start home by.
To our own some so, yet.
Doctor, the me person make an say. Your papa John Mahama will show leadership.
Yo.
All of us, irrespective of the political divide you belong, you know, we need to applaud him for availing himself for scrutiny. And you know, ye inano, yemfa, how do we call it? Massive rallying support, infantility. Nobody to me, no. Na odi to me na senya ene our opposition a what can't say? He's been part of the DJ and I'm not DJ president kind. He's a member. As Osama good standing. What I say, in your say, these encounters, you know, he would continue to do it. And in his presidency, we saw encounter with the press and all that. But doc, wouldn't the AM
1 minute, not face form.
Yeah, since you have the level of conform we fake Guinness World Record in your man,
aye.
Now, what is our question? I didn't know about it.
Some see media, none you won't do me. Rainbow Radio,
media ban my. Yes, the president is now a president, you need the certificate. President, no cry a fraud.
Hey,
president or so, a lawyer, your president or so, Nasa who sabi president, or be the fraud to me, be the president. The best no be to me fake in his book of record certificate.
Let's just say, Joe Gatimua, what it is, woman, you know, a year, the law firm, and woman, so you're fraud, Anna.
Na Ghana, you want a Ghana, a fake nursing school, any fake nurses, Ghana.
Hey.
The thing has become so cheap because me and then me who say, Obi or Mampaina, you need to live a high standard. Not the only standard be not for the fake life Eddie be president. Now faking Guinness Book of Record
wait the rainbow red bone in free mo. Now I mean you should disclaimer say
the president you cast on the certificate. On fan a classmate on conform your call law school near the University. Sabi doctor ye in a school near Kobe Pay. Doctor, certificate a school name to me produce from farmer.
Yeah, at times bua one here wunya be cry.
Exactly, beba. Exactly, I will request here, beba. 90 so we need certificate, we need schoolmate, we need mate be.
Me was student to be a way UK ha. Me nim wo mo a me kire wo ma de a wo mo ansa na wo mo baba be tworo eye maths any English e wa ha sei na wo mu school wo mo koye na wo certificate ayra besin ne wo mu nya back that is why wo ma be tworo maths e wo kru
but wo mu betimi atworo mo classmate ana me boa
ne de wo mo obi
na your president ne de ne classmate ne why
se wonye na damfo ntie bia won kan kire ye mfansi ya ne enko ahoma so
masa ntinka ya ti we yanka tembe ye ka na Akuffo Addo nye lawyer nke classmate mi my ga se me ne ko law school
Joe ye da say
they say mamika last one the American say ye can media and say media didn't do proper scrutiny and all that say ya tena se man na Akuffo Addo abeda abedi president asa na beba no nti obi ehun say easy o mine ye easy say doctor me a metie kura no me frɛ me ho say me professor enya bi na Mr. Adai o say Adai o say Professor Adai yes you call Zimbabwe no obi mistake friend professor and on the abeto no so the Ghana so your friend Professor Adai won baby o mine yeko doctor yen hwe ni ye o yan bona na Akuffo Addo yen kan asem na yeto na wada no bosu mesi ye so na yen kan asem onu na masa ade na ba
ye dase yen kwa hwana so
na me bojo Mahama ba so wa ya de papa jo Mahama nyame sira no bebi wo bia nyame nto nsupangu no so e wa dwempa wo mo man no
CPP na mfi senka CPP ni de na nka mfi senka ba na obedwene mo flag bearer ene de wo
jo Mahama ne jo Mahama papa ne Kwame Nkrumah na ye edwumu ana wo nkai
me kai ye dase jo
and Akuffo Addo papa so le tu Akuffo Addo papa na omo kan wa pa me Kwame Nkrumah na wo nkai
eno de Jerry John Rawlings na ne wofa ye J Halley e kan ho
John Mahama ye ndisi na ne papa ne Kwame Nkrumah ye edwuma ene de ne papa ku Kwame Nkrumah why na me support no
ene sa Kwame Nkrumah yin so a wo kana asemi na Rawlings ne wofa no a wo de NDC ba yi ono na Inspector General of Police wono no tintim nkrata so de tu Kwame Nkrumah a point of education
ye da se
wono ne ba ne wofa ase
na say o man
ye da se
Akuffo Addo papa emnom ku Kwame Nkrumah
jo ye da se ye kwa ma ne so
o ma yes me say almost to bomb ne yan wo Osama bin Laden san kofo Akuffo Addo ne nkofo inti no man na yes ano me tia Ivan me tia o nyame shira o
ye da se
yo me Joshua asam de wakabi
ye kwa ma ne so hello hello yes
hello
yes ye to nka George
pachapo me
nyame adom yanso ye ho ye na we
me adom me chia wetie foni wo bio show bia
ma on ne so kakra ma ye
na pacho wotemenka
sisi yete
say bibia menam no we de metra say drop ya metra abomboden ewram bio na na me person bi say Joe no oye president wo member so Joe no de okasa
wo ye Ghana ni a wati lease CPP ni
so the secret a friend president na mo na be na no na ntina na be say Joe no ono so ye president
and it just level to level don't change into no asemu to ashe
men come so na but it's all credibility and saying initially no can be I'm saying NDC for na almost first so make us me NDC for or start no kasa kama and corruption and say na say the we ya so the Obo Mahama Bresono abasono na utumi hu say Mahama ntino oba efidie so ndwe na Dr. Ren ya na ya say yenin kaye pa da yam say ya na yeni bi na ye won kaye pa nka amambu bi ti say na na do amambu die nka nyame kwa na wo say da na se na ye koso adim pa botai na chi se de be jumadin papai wo ba be ya ma o man Ghana no ebenya kandifo a owo eni suade hu owo akomapa na wepejo mana kwesi mpempenso eseko na Dr. Wen ye kasai we de